One for the money, two for the show. We got the party people screaming out. Hey, hey, ho, hey, yo. Let's go.
Right, we're here at the rider development track, and next to us is Vince, one of the riders here. Vince, how are you today? Good. Now let me ask you a question. How many years have you been riding? So what got you into riding?
Bikes they look like a lot of fun. I wanted to try it out. So when I was 20, I course I went for college and got my license and bought a bike a few years later and started riding.
So what's been the first bike you've ridden?
The first bike was a Suzuki SV. It's a good sport touring bike, so it's not quite as fast as the super sport bikes that they have here. I put it on insurance and it's a little bit more forgiving. Good beginner bike.
Now what's like, a lot of the times people don't understand the cost behind riding bikes. The insurance policies and insurance pricing. I heard that now you can only do it a full year. It's no longer the half years that they used to be paying.
Most companies are a full year. Unfortunately, the way around that, living in Canada, we only get maybe the lowest 8 months out of 12 to ride. So it kind of sucks that you pay for 12 months and only get to ride 8. But what can you do? You have to get insurance, so you have to ride.
So how did you find out about this event here in Bowmanville today?
There's a couple websites that have the track days listed. One's called duckhunters.ca or .com, and they have all the track listings for all of Ontario. So if you want to pick a day that you want to go to the track, we'll have who's hosting it and where it is and how much the costs are. So it's,
this is what I'm fascinated about it. All you riders here have this like wicked get up. I love these suits. I mean, check this out, man. This is all leather. Now everybody knows. Why don't you tell everyone what exactly goes behind wearing these suits, what they're used for, and the safety precautions behind it.
These suits are made out of, this one in particular is made out of kangaroo leather. Most of them are made out of cowhide. Kangaroo is a bit lighter and it's a bit more abrasive resistant.
Kangaroo?
Yeah.
You don't like the Aussies, do you?
No. You know what?
It's a natural animal.
It's a better suit. It's supposed to be lighter, so it protects you better. All of them have hard armor in the shoulders, elbows, and the knees. So I mean, if you're riding on the track, you have to have either a one-piece like this one here, or a two-piece which zips around the waist, and full boots, gloves I'm not wearing, and obviously a helmet. It's just for protection. Like if you do have an accident, you do fall off, you can slide, just to protect your skin.
We have like one of these padding in the back. You guys check this out. This padding is got over here. So this really protects you when you ride.
This protects you, and also what happens is when you're going down a straightaway, you're tucking behind the bike, it creates a better airflow over your body. So
it's aerodynamic.
Aerodynamic, exactly. Yep.
Now, have you ever fallen off your bike?
I have crashed on the track once, and then on the street a couple of times.
What happened?
On the track, it was raining a little bit, and I just leaned it over too much, and I lost traction. The bike slid out from underneath me, and that was pretty much it. That was fine. I got up right away. The bike was okay.
Now, how long did you go? Did you stay off racing? Did you go right back? Did you take some time off?
Well, actually, the bike had a broken handlebar, so I couldn't go right away. But I was back on the bike at the track probably 2 weeks later.
So it didn't phase you. You're just right back on it.
Your first time back, though, you're a bit shaken up.
A little bit more cautious.
So it takes a little bit of time to get back into it.
You realize that you're not fearless anymore.
Yeah.
When people get on, you get the need for speed.
Yeah.
But then when you fall off,
we're all human. We all make mistakes. Yeah.
But is it true that every biker at some point will fall?
Pretty much. They say
even Vince.
Yeah.
Even Vince.
Even Vince. Yeah.
Even Vince.
They say there's two kinds of bikers: ones that haven't fallen, and the ones that will. So if you haven't yet, you probably will. I mean, some people haven't, but you probably will.
Now this is your bike, right?
This is my bike here.
So this is the second bike that you've gone?
Yeah.
And what is this bike exactly?
It's a Yamaha R6. It's 2003 model.
Let's walk. This is an R6. So this means this is 600 cc's. Now, what's the conversion of 600 cc's to a car? Like how many horsepower?
How fast are you going?
This thing has 105 horsepower.
105.
Yeah, so 350, 60 pounds. So you figure, same horsepower as a little Hyundai Accent, but it's 1/5 the weight, like 1/5 the weight.
So what's the top speed that you've taken this bike at?
Let's just say it's on camera.
You can say it on camera. Maybe we'll dump it later on and console listening.
It was probably 260 indicated. Realistically, it was probably around 235 to 40.
And you're talking about miles?
No, kilometers.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm like this guy's not so.
You're going back in time at that speed, I think. Breaking the sound barrier.
That's amazing. So why did you choose the R6? I mean, you've already been experienced from your last bike.
Yeah.
Why did you want to go with the Yamaha R6?
The R6 for 2003 was a completely new design. It was fuel injected, had a lot of good qualities. Like the styling is what drew me to it mostly. Looks of it was really good and it handles really well. So,
So are you how long have you been riding this bike?
I've had this bike for 4 years. I put on about 58,000 kilometers.
And are you satisfied with it?
I love this bike.
Would you ever buy any other bike?
I would, but I'd still probably keep this bike as well.
So what about the 1000 cc's? Do you feel you're ready for it? I mean, a lot of people seem like...
You don't really need a 1000cc bike. I would love to have one just to try it out, but really, I mean, these break the speed limit much faster.
This has enough power for
yeah,
you.
I mean, like, you really can't go wrong with one of these bikes, but, you know, the extra power, you're not going to say no to.
But do you find that each year you find a little bit more of a need for speed, you know? You don't want to keep it up just a little bit each year?
A little bit, yeah.
A little
so
bit?
eventually, hopefully I'll get there. But the problem is the insurance is a lot more on a 1000cc bike than it is 600.
So let's talk figures. What do you currently pay for insurance on a bike?
For this bike, right now I'm paying about $1,200 a year, which is
And
pretty good.
is that average?
That's about low to average, yeah.
It's low to
It's not bad.
It obviously takes in the history, if you're
driving
driving
record,
crashes,
yeah.
how long you've been riding on the bike as well.
Yeah, and your age as well.
So yeah, I heard once you hit 40, it just boom, comes down, right?
That I'm not sure. 25 is like the early mark, so you know, if you're under 20, if you do 20, 25, it's expensive. Once you hit 25, it goes down a bit.
I don't know, but I know some crazy 40-year-olds.
40 years, yeah. I'm not sure about 40. I don't know. I haven't not quite there yet. So
how often do you get out here to do it, to race around on the bike and get that speed out of your bike?
this year I've done about, this is my 4th track day. Last year I did 10. So I mean, just as much as the budget allows and time, you know, it's a full day, so it does get expensive.
So what do you do as a day job? This is like a release from it? Are you like an accountant and all of a sudden you're just...
Yeah, I'm
bad boy
crunching numbers on the computer. So
Are you crunching numbers? So this is your way to release from it, right?
Yeah, it's my escape, yeah.
Right on. Now, what are your thoughts about this development track here? I mean, there's a lot of people coming here. We've seen a lot of young riders. You know, it's really promoting the safety here. How do you enjoy yourself here on the race development track?
This track is pretty good for beginners. It's a slower speed track, so you don't get above 3rd gear usually on these 600cc bikes. So you're not going at insane speeds. It's a lot of fun. There's some elevation changes. There's a variety of different corners.
It's challenging for a beginner.
It's challenging, yeah. It's still challenging for some experienced riders too. It's very technical.
Let me ask you a personal question. What do your parents think about you coming out here to these tracks and racing on a bike?
They're not exactly happy about it, but they don't really understand the whole scene behind it. It's actually safer than riding on the street. I mean, you know,
It's
here
much safer. We just talked to somebody
we
about that
have
too.
an ambulance here. We like no protective gear. There's no cars.
I
There's no
bet your
animals.
parents love that. It's like, Mom, I got the ambulance here. Don't worry, I'm
Hey,
fine.
they got all the equipment they need to take.
No, exactly. And I mean, most of the time you're not hitting other cars. You're not really worrying about
it's safer, right?
oil or anything like that.
Does anybody else in your family do this, or just you?
My cousin does. My brother doesn't. And yeah, so it's just
Who started this? Who started this whole racing phenomenon in the family?
Me. Yeah, me ride the bike. Yeah.
So you're the bad influence.
I wouldn't say bad influence. It's a good stress.
Well,
that's
under
what
your
it is.
parents' vision,
Yeah,
you're like,
you know
this
what?
is...
When they're older, they don't really understand the whole concept of
Young and riding.
yeah, their concept of fun is fun.
Yeah, my parents don't even like me being interviewing about
See,
highways.
see,
I know what you're talking about.
I totally know. My parents said, hey, you want a bike? Fine, just want to be home.
Yeah.
I don't live a
But you got that's what bike is about. Breaking some of the rules, getting it out, you know?
It's the bad way.
It's the bad.
The girls love that image.
The girls love the image. They must love the suit.
Yeah, I guess they could.
How important would you say, you know what, how influential is this bike riding?
Likes guys.
Girls, impressing them.
You know what?
You're the girl solid.
It's helped a bit. I mean, some girls are, you know, they love the speed.
Did that
the
influence
danger.
you at all to start riding?
You can be honest with us.
A tiny bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
It's more for me, but yeah, a little bit for that.
So it's true what they say, girls love the bad boys.
Yeah, I can't
Vince, how do you introduce yourself now to other people? You go,
Hey, how you doing? I'm Vince and I ride
I
motorcycles.
ride motorcycles. I've been 235 kilometers per hour on a
I let it creep
motorcycle.
in the conversation. I don't actually open with it. It's a little bit.
You slide it in there.
It's a little bit
That's right.
cheesy, but it's, you know, it gets in the conversation. So, yeah.
It's like crazy. You got a fan club around here, right, Vince?
Yeah, there's some crazy people that ride bikes.
Vince, thank you so much.
It's all right,
Talking to you guys.
Awesome talking to you.
This is M2TV Extreme. Thank you very much for coming out with us. We
Awesome
were
times.
here at Mossport International Raceway.
Openville.
This is the race development track. Amazing turnout.
Good time.
I'm Al Simcoe.
Gar Sharif.
M2TV Extreme.
We're riding it out, baby. We're riding it out. Let's go.